All right. We got another Hyperspace League match between Charlie and myself. This is March 2019. This is San Antonio, Texas. I am flying a two-ship list. I'm trying to make up some points. We are in the latter half of our Hyperspace League. The organizers of the league put out some options for people to make up scores, one of them being one with the two-ship list. So Charlie and I are playing an early match at the store tonight. This is a Friday night Hyperspace League match. Charlie's playing his typical 4 X-Wing list. He has 3 Blue Squadron pilots with shield upgrades and Wedge with a shield upgrade. I am flying Han. This is Rebel list. Rebel Han with a shield upgrade, C-3PO, R2-D2, Trickshot, and the gunner that lets you turn the arc in the end phase. I'm also flying Luke. He has torpedoes, shield upgrade, R2 unit. I believe that is it. Torpedo, if I didn't mention that. Really beefy list. Defensive enough. Again, I'm very vulnerable. If I get caught in the front arcs of that little swarm list Charlie's running, I can go down pretty easily. So it's going to be an interesting match. I want to keep Han in the center of the board around all of the obstacles, of course, and I want to keep Luke from being focused down. Charlie, of course, wants to just play slow, methodical, and get everything in front of his arcs, and he's going to do a good job of that in this game. First couple of rounds, we just jockey for position. I watching him come out, comes up a couple one straights. I make a mistake. He's the way he's coming out, I have this feeling. Think to myself, I've played Charlie 1,000 times. He's going to come after Han. Like, okay, well, I'm going to shoot Luke around the backside and try to take him out with some missiles from the backside. And it starts out that way, and then we're about to walk here into the next round. And he is going to catch Luke slipping. So you'll see that here in the next round. It's going to put me in a bind and gives him an early advantage on our game for sure. These Hyperspace League matches are just kind of preparation for the Hyperspace trials. The organizers, Blake and Steven, that'd be good to give the community a chance to kind of practice hyperspace leagues. To that point, we'd all just kind of been, playing whatever. So we want to get a focus league started, kind of get everyone practicing hyperspace lists, kind of encourage everyone to do that. A lot of participation. We got, plenty of players playing. We have, 14 players a night, sometimes on Fridays. Which is good for us. It's good practice. Gives everyone a lot of chance to play. We had a lot of donations too, so the prize support's pretty good for this too. And it turned out pretty good. I think the last Hyperspace we all tried to play in. It took a bunch of people up to Austin, and we had 3 of us came home with dice. That was good. So you see here, he's gonna roll a crit there. He landed on that. A couple things about Charlie's list. The list is pretty normal. He's on another video I have. Basic, generic, but really potent. I gave him the gas clouds. Those things are not a good add to X-Wing 2.0, but for someone like Charlie, sure, right? There's no harm, no foul. He does a 2-turn towards Luke, which is really smart. I didn't see it coming as well as I probably should have, and one of his X-Wings lands on that debris cloud, and he rolls a crit, so he loses his shield early on there. I really thought he was going to keep going straight, and he didn't. And I 3-banked it. Now, that's not the worst thing in the world just yet, but definitely not giving me a whole lot of options to turn away from that next round. Almost no option, really. I could have barreled down, maybe 3-bank down, cut around the slide, but even still, that's very risky, because if he would have seen it coming, that just gives him a lot closer shots to Luke. So I'm just going to try to position this where I get a shot or 2 off before Wedge melts me into the ground, and hopefully I kill one of his before it volleys, and set him for the strategy like that. But Of course, Charlie, his strategy is a little more simplistic. He's just going to go slow and try to stay in formation, and that works really well for his list. So here comes Luke, Han. This is the first time I've flown Han. This is the first time I've flown a large base ship since 2.0 started, but Han has C-3PO on him. Not a fan. I thought he was a little more potent than what he actually was, but you can't guess 0 anymore. You have to guess at least 1, which I don't like. If you could guess 0, he'd be very, very strong, but for 8 points, having to guess at least 1, and you have to guess it on the initial roll too, so you can't even guess into Han's ability. And if you guessed 1, why would you ever re-roll that dice? So I guess maybe if you're flying through debris, so you had 2, maybe your odds are a little higher then. So that's probably where it's most potent. But otherwise, this list is a little risky anyways. But it's like a 194. Couldn't even find a way to sink 200 points into it. I believe these are 1 straights from Charlie. Yet he's just methodically moving, taking his time. Doesn't have to do anything. He's got a bazillion hit points and way more ships than me, so he's going to let me fall into that trap first, which is smart on his part. I'm working with him. He wants to play in the hyperspace here in San Antonio, and so we're working on little things like how to move your ship without knocking things all over the place and stuff like that. In 1.0, he didn't win a lot. 1.0 was a little less forgiving, but since 2.0 came out, he catches a lot of people off guard with this list, and you'll see that here in this match. And so now he's going to be a little more competitive, and so I want to make sure that if he's going to be playing a competitive list, that he understands all the nuances to that competition, and that subtle mistakes matter. And so maybe constantly bumping your ships when you're trying to move them or whatever, where it probably wouldn't have bothered someone in the past so much, it could definitely now, because it can change the state of the game fairly drastically. So working on little things like that, making sure that maintain the game state as well as we can. Luke takes target lock. He's going to try to fire on that front X-Wing. Just thinking through how I want to do that, I felt that if I couldn't kill the X-Wing in this first round of shooting, that at least in the next round I could probably kill it before it fired, though the stars have to align for all that to happen. So here's Wedge with the 1 straight. I gave him the initiative. That's going to help me in that he's going to move before Han. Han's got a 2 bank in here. Barely fit in. This is where I was thinking, I have not played a large base in a while, and that shows, but I barely made that. Missing that gas cloud. Target locking. Again, the first time I played Han, I don't really know how I feel about it yet. Fun enough, but that reroll and then another reroll, or just to focus, is... My dice were pretty decent this game, though, so... It wasn't, need to reroll a lot. So Wedge did not have a shot first round. Han's gonna have a range 3. I have Trickshot, but no rock, so. I think it's 2 hits. I'm going to spend the target lock on the blink and into a blink. I do that too often. That's why I hate target locks. And then Charlie, evade 2 focus. He's going to spend his focus, so he only takes or he doesn't take any. And that probably typically wouldn't have been the best idea, considering a Torps coming. I'm going to fire a Torp, but you'll see it really doesn't matter. After I fire my 4 dice, I roll really well. I think I roll like 3 hits and then a focus, and I spend 1 force charge to change that focus into a hit. So I keep the target lock, which is good for me. Or maybe let's see what I do here. Yeah. Okay. So without spending the target lock, I got all hits, so that's good for me. I think so. Okay. So he spent his focus. Good. Maybe I'll get into a hole here, right? 2 dice. Charlie rolls. Bam. Natty. So there you go. 6 red dice coming at Charlie, and he takes 2 total damage. So that's good for him. You know, considering they have the shield upgrade, so he has 4 hull, one shield left on that front X-wing, which is very annoying. He's gonna have 2 range 3 shots coming back at Luke. I'm gonna get fairly lucky here, I think. He's gonna fire from the far one. He still has his focus token, so you know he has a lot of potential to. He's modified, so that's the good thing. Can't remember what he rolled, but 2 hits. Range 3. So I rolled an evade and the focus. I spent a force to dodge that. So keeping count, I spent a force to turn the torpedo into 4 hits. And then when he targeted me, I got that force back. Then I spent it on defense. And I believe that's 1 hit. I think he had the focus in there, so yeah, 1 hit. I think I rolled evades. Next round. So, you know, my approach here, 1 straight again. Hopefully, I get a range 3 shot, some defense. Still gonna be all tricky. All gonna be tricky. Luke's not in a good spot. I need to kill something. I need to kill it fast and hope Han can deal with the rest. Charlie's going to do a series of 1 banks. Very smart move for him. I've been talking to him a lot about just one straights and 1 banks. You know, shoot your dice. That's how he's going to win. And so, and you'll see it pays off. More games than not, he's won lately, and all he's doing is just making sure his ships are pointed in the right direction to shoot. And here he's going to do it to me. I do not have a good move. I don't. I couldn't 3-turn out and then try to boost without not knowing if he's going to 1 straight or whatever it might be. So I'm just going to accept my fate here. I'm going to 1 straight, and I'm going to focus, and I'm going to hope for the best. It turns out okay for me, but still, that's the best I can do, and it's not at all good for me. So. This is the first time Charlie outplays me. Is he 2 turns into Luke while I am coming in too quickly? Probably should have just 1 straighted until the engage got a little bit better. But again, I want the range 3 engage, but I just do not want to be in front of all these ships like this. This is bad news for me. So he has all 4 ships pointed at Luke. So the best I can hope for here is that I kill one of his ships before it fires at me. So that's what I'm going to go for. 1 bank down, trying to maintain my distance around these asteroids so I get my re-rolls. I think I take a focus here. I might take a target lock. There's no telling. I typically don't like target locks, but with Han's ability, it seems like the right thing to do. So. I have focus. I'm not taking shots, so I didn't need C-3PO. So I think you call this range 3. I can't remember. I roll. He rolls natties, like two hits and a crit, and I roll 2 dice. I should have probably. I think it's range 2. I think you probably should only rolled 1, but so I rolled like 1 of 8 or something, and I spent a force, take 1 shield here. I was watching this on the recap. I don't know what would have convinced me to roll 2 dice. I know Wedge's ability, but yeah, it's clearly range 2. I probably owe him 1 more shield on that one. 3 dice. Spend the focus for 3 hits. It's gonna be 2 dice coming from Charlie. I think that's double blink, so it's gonna put 2 in the hole. I'm going to cut this a little bit. I got to dig out his damage deck. I'm going to cut this. Hold on. Alright, so I had to cut that a little bit. I had to get Charlie's damage deck out for him. So 2 hits. Good for me. I have a 4 dice shot coming at him, so there's a good chance I kill him before he gets to shoot. And that's the best I could hope for, considering the situation I'm in. I probably owe Charlie 1 more shield, so, you know. 2 ships firing back after I shoot is better than 3, because I probably would have been dead. So 4 dice. I think I rolled 3 hits and a blink. I'm gonna spend that target. I was rolling really well in this game, so 4 hits. Don't have to spend anything. That's a dead ship. He rolls an evade and a focus. He spends it just for the heck of it. Takes 2 damage and is dead. So part of my plan is paid off. So now he's gonna have 2 range 2 shots at Luke here. So I do have shield upgrade. I do have regen on Luke. So I am down 1 shield, so I am at 6 hit points. He rolls, looks like 2, 3 hits. That's not good. 2 dice. Let's see what I get here. And can't really tell. Oh, 1 focus, I think, or maybe, yeah. So I'm going to spend a force there. Take 2. That's the rest of my shields on Luke. Now it's time to try to regen. So I got 3 shields down. Got 2 regens coming back if I get lucky. It's probably, well, no, I can't. And then the next one, range 1, gonna hurt. I guess we call it range 2. So 2 hits and a blink, it looks like, probably. Spend the focus. Good. So just lost my shields. Okay, this is where I make my first. This is actually where he makes his first mistake and my first mistake. So kind of no harm, no foul. I dial in a 4 straight, thinking I'm going to run for it, but I moved before wedge. Completely miscalled that. So I'm going to run right into him. He typically 4Ks here and didn't. He 4 straighted also. Probably not sure. Not something he would normally do, but either way. He 4 straights. He could have 4K'd and nailed Luke. But he didn't. So I get away with 1 here. He'll make up for it later. I'm going to regen 1 shield here. So I'm going to be back up to 4 hull, 1 shield on Luke. Charlie, they're doing a really good job of keeping his ships together. Again, he's trying to keep everything on target, and that's going to pay off here, so. Go weapons disabled for my regen. And slam right into wedge. I can't believe I did that. Not quite sure what else I would have done, but hey, I guess 3 bank down or and boost or something, but either way, not what I wanted to do. Charlie's getting better at this game, but still flying it fairly simply. But again, when you have a list like this, all you need to do is fly it simply. A lot of people are trying to put too much effort into flying like an ace or something when really a lot of the game's just, that's why Rebel Beef's doing so well. I mean, essentially Charlie's running kind of a Rebel Beef list. I just have lots of guns on you and they're just going to shoot and eventually they're going to win. So target lock wedge there. Range 2 on the wedge. Take my free pot shot on him. Gonna Han Solo the roll. I don't remember what I rolled, but I think I rolled into 3 hits. Yeah. Save my target lock. So wedge takes 2 shields. He has 1 shield left. And I think we are getting ready for the next round. This next round here, we do a couple of K turns. Getting back into position, I believe that leaves us out of range. But when I was cutting this match, what I found was kind of interesting about it is we spend a lot of time not shooting at each other. Which is fine. It's kind of how it works out with these types of lists, but so 4K? I probably should, yeah, we got back a second. So I got back a second shield there. I knew I wasn't going to be able to shoot, so that's okay, cool. So I'm back up 2 shields. No harm, no foul. 1 shield down on Luke. Doing good. This is what I want. This is what I need, right? He hasn't shot at Han yet. Han has a shield upgrade, so that's 6 shields for Han. And I killed one of his ships. A couple of others, one of them are missing shields. All good for me. Unfortunately, that's not true. This is a good game to watch if you're newer to the game, or maybe inexperienced, or maybe just contemplating what you're doing. I try to show Charlie's list as much as I can, but you'll see how effective it is. Contemplated a booster, probably should have. I just don't like the greens on Han, so I was like, well, I want to probably 2 turn the next round, or 3 turn, or whatever it is. Probably should have turned. I don't turn the arc as much as I should. There's 8 points sitting on that to turn the arc at the end of the round, but new round for us. I believe Charlie does a bunch of 1 straights here, which is smart on his part. Again, all he has to do is wait for me to come to him. Although, I'm winning right now if I just ran away and played real long, but eventually he's going to shoot on me. And this is going to be one of the first areas where that's going to happen, where I probably make a wrong call. Again, he's doing the right thing. He's just 1 straighting, keeping his arcs open, keeping them together. I'm going to bump with Luke here, and this is okay for me. Again, I don't like the engage yet, so I'm okay there. I still have 1 torpedo I can use. We're just going to 1 straight and focus. What Charlie does. See how he just kind of moved that 1 up to it. So it's not the biggest problem in the world. It happens to all of us. It just happens to more than it probably needs to. those are the little things I'm trying to work with him. Put your finger down on the model, then put the template in, and then move it or whatever it is. So just little things. So those are contemplated taking the double calculate so I could be defensive. And I didn't. I was like, I probably only get one shot coming. I misjudged this one, so he's going to have more than one shot coming at me. He's going to have, so that's range 3 from wedge there. So he's shooting. I got 1 dice, got 1 reroll. Wedge rolls pretty hot, like every time he shoots. Yeah, there's 3 natties straight from him, so he's going to have that focus for defense. Han Solo that defensive roll that probably rolled a blank and do another blank, so I take 3. So there's 3 of my 6 shields. Alright, fair enough. Firing back at him. Han Solo the roll. And 2. I guess been my focus there to turn into 3 hits. Can't remember the whole outcome of that, but he might have dodged it all with this focus. Yeah, so he's not pulling anything off his ship, so this is where he's going to get me. That's in arc, I believe. They're both in arc, I think. Which is not good for me. I spent my focus, so I didn't do any damage to him. He did 3 with wedge, and I think he's going to have at least 1 more shot from that back one, so if you're keeping count, probably my second mistake in this game. Not calculating, I guess, maybe. Trying to get more defense out of the roll. I do get 2 green dice on this one, which is helpful for me. And with the Han Solo roll, I'm hoping to roll that at least 1 evade. So 2 hits, rolling 2 dice. I think I rolled 2 evades. So, did I evade those also? I might have evaded those. Yeah, it didn't look like I pulled anything else off there, so I skated out of that one. I got lucky, but still, the simple fact that I was taking those kind of shots, it's not good for me. So, all right, so next round, try to do a smart move here, 2 straight. Gonna pin in Luke, which he should. Luke can die quickly, especially with 3 ships shooting at him. I don't think I'm gonna have the opportunity to kill one of his ships again before it fires. So, and I almost asked him. I think I get to 1 point in this game, and it's 2 ships on 2 ships. And I think I might have almost asked him if he wanted to concede, because another guy had showed up who wanted to play. But we played it out. And this game was way closer than I really wanted it to be. So, and again, it's just playing the game. So I took my target lock. I want to try to get another torpedo off. That the ship I target locked. It's missing 1 shield from that debris cloud early on, so it's the most damaged ship, I think, other than wedge. And again, for me to keep Luke alive, I'm not going to be able to kill wedge before he fires. He's going to fire first. So my biggest thing I want to do is maybe kill one of the level 2 ones before they fire, so that I can keep Luke alive. That's kind of my game plan here. That's fitting in there a little wobbly. Move my target lock over to. So I am back up to shields with Luke. Wedge is firing range 2. And I think he's rolling well. 2 hits. Not bad. There goes my 2 shields that I regened. Firing Han Solo. Probably range 2. Natties. Rolling really well. Looks like the shields are gone, maybe. So 4 hull left. Using torpedo. He has his focus left, so probably shouldn't be able to kill him here. So it's a hit crit. Maybe a focus. Spends the target lock. Yep, 4 hits out of it. That's good. If he rolls 2 blanks, I kill it. That's what I want. He'll spend his focus. Let's see what he takes for damage here. So 1 crit. Oh, I think all he took is 2 crit. Yeah, he's rolling really well. We're both rolling really well here. So it's alive. That's not good for me. So again, I'm missing my shields. So it looks like 1 goes through, 1 crit. Don't remember what that crit is. Oh, actually, I think it might be reduced agility. I got 3 hit points left. 1 green dice, and if Wedge shoots at me, that's gonna be terrible. So 3 hits. Probably I rolled an evade maybe, or spent the force. I can't remember, but bottom line is I didn't die. 1 hit point left, and that's gonna be rough. That's okay. I can get a little regen left on then Han. I should be able to get that other ship dead. I went straight here. Really smart moves. Really thought he might 4K, but those are really smart moves. Like he said, he's just kind of keeping everything in front of him. This is one of my better moves of the game. Obviously, he's been smoking me several times in this game, so that last turn, those last 2 turns were indicative of better moves than what I made, and then the 2 turn in towards Luke was a better turn than I had made. Getting all the advantages of playing, so. Three turn. I knew from his last 2 ships that Wedge is going to 1 straight also, so I'm just going to boost down and get out of arc. So take the focus just in case. That was just because I didn't make it, but I didn't want to be stuck there with no defensive dice. And then Han, I believe, is gonna. I turned my arc with the gunner last round, so it's pointing forward. Wedge is going to 1 straight. And then I am going to 2 turn in. I need to kill that 1 ship so it doesn't fire again. Then I need to start working on Wedge. So that other X-Wing's fully healthy too, which is is looking like a daunting task for me to win this game. I'm going to take a focus. So I'm range 1. He has 2 hit points left. I'm focus target lock. So don't remember exactly what the crits are. Obviously nothing major. Four hits with the focus, so he's dead. He might even roll. He rolled 1 evade. So 2 hits and a crit. That chip is dead. Good for me so far. Still though, still really close game considering, Luke's almost dead. And Han is taking a beating anytime guns look at him, so not a gimme just yet, so still a work in progress for me. Got a 4K here, guys. That's it's a good move. He is gonna put him, I'm gonna take shots. There's no way around it. I'm gonna take shots this next round, so if he can capitalize on these shots here, which I think he does. He's gonna do 2 4Ks here, and I think I'm gonna 2 bank in towards him. Can't remember. Oh, this is where I tried. This is where I realized I did not like C3PO. I do the double calculate here. I'd much rather have just focused and just re-rolled his defensive dice. Yeah, did you calculate? Going after Wedge here. I think Wedge is... I can't remember. He might have his shields down. I take 2 damage. I get no agility. I think I have 1 shield left over there. I think I rolled like 2 hits in a focus, but the calculate on the focus. Nothing. So what does he get here? Let's see. 1 crit. Hit crit. So he must have rolled an evade. So Wedge has 2 hull left. I'm trying to remember what that crit is. I can't remember off the top of my head. So he rolls 2 hits. I'm going to spin the thing here to guess out loud. I think it's guess 1. Maybe I'm rolling 1 dice, so I don't roll 1. And I should just save the thing for the stupid calculate for defense. Looks like I rolled an evade there, so there goes my last shield. I'm about to start using R2-D2 though, and I do like R2-D2. The Millennium fucking having regen's good. Oh, I remember what the crit is on Wedge. It's Blinded Pilot. Because I remember he takes a target lock here, and later on we realized that he can't use it. So Talon roll with Luke, trying to get him into position. The idea being is if I can kill Wedge, then Luke can start shooting at that PS2 X-Wing again. 1 straight from Charlie. He's going to target lock again. Going to 4 straight with Han here. I think take a target lock and shoot at Wedge again. Pretty sure. I don't kill him here. I do 1 damage. But otherwise a good position for me. Yeah, so I rolled 2 hits, 2 focuses, rolled 2 focuses and 2 blinks. He rolls 1 evade, so he takes 1, which has 1 hit point left. And this is where it starts getting hairy for me. I have a couple of bad engages, a couple missed calls on my arcs. He's in a 4K. It's fine. He does have a missed call here, but we're not going to have a couple of shots for a few rounds. And he's going to put Luke in a bind and kind of throttle him. Repositioning, again, I should not be engaging at all. I should be running away. Should have barrel rolled the other way, try to stay behind him. Did not do that. So I kind of did anticipate. I was thinking, actually, he wouldn't do that. He would just turn in, but he did. I'm going to think a 2-turn here. I think I'm somewhere along the line. I think I make the mistake of turning my arc, but we'll see. Entering the next round. He forgets he's stressed a little bit. He 3 turns in. And he feels like he made a mistake. He probably if he would have remembered he was stressed, he probably would have won big. But this is a really good move for him, and this is going to be why here coming up. So he doesn't have any mods, and that's okay. I'm going to 1 straight and focus, I think, but I only have 1 agility, and I only have 1 hit point. And even though wedge is not modified, he only has to roll 1 hit. So that's a bad spot for Luke. I should have put him there. I should have ran him off somewhere else and brought him around the backside. Not only do I miss here, but I 2-turn down with Han, and I don't turn my arc. I thought I had him in that side arc, and I don't. So I'm not going to get any shots this round, which is bad enough. But it will get worse for me. Remember, I have no shields left on Han also, so I thought, even though he might take Luke here, I could at least take wedge, and then that'd be good, but that's not going to happen. He only rolls 1 hit anyways, and so I'd die. I was really hoping for a whiff. Didn't happen. And then, of course, Han not having a shot. Not helpful. So, mistakes, but about to make another one. And this next turn, he's going to 1 bank towards me with both of his ships. I'm going to 1 or 2 bank towards him, trying to maybe push past a little bit. And I bump wedge, so I can't shoot wedge. My arc's in the wrong direction. Oh, that's right, because I'm at the end phase, I move it forward. And he's going to take a focus with that front. And so he's going to be range 1 double modified because I moved that stupid arc and I don't have a shot back. Range 1 double modified with his X-Wing. And still wedge at 1 hit point and me not able to capitalize on it. Yeah, he bumps his own ship there. It's good for me. Kinda. Should not have moved that arc, but there I am. good news is I have 8 whole, but that's the last thing I want is for a 4-dice shot double modded coming into me. I might even get lucky here and roll an evade, but I doubt it. Hit in 3 blinks. And that's into a bunch of hits, so that's 4. They're all hits though, so no crits. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, rolled on evades. That's good for me. So 5 hit points left. I can start using R2 though. I think I forget this round, but I start. I do. I made sure I leave it on the video, but one time I roll a hit and then Han Solo into another hit. So, and there's those stupid gas clouds. So no harm, no foul for K turning over him. He can still shoot off of them. Doesn't take a stress, or he takes his own stress, but doesn't get any extra one. So. This is where I'm in bad shape because so I have 5 hull left and wedge is going to fire whether I like it or not, and he's target locked, but he can't use it. He's blind pilot, so that is good, but still like not a position I want to be in. Got a 1 straight here because I want to shoot it. Wait, I need wedge dead. I get wedge dead, I can deal with it. Because I can potentially PS kill that thing, and I'm going to start regenning here soon, so. Range 2, so no dice for me. So whatever he rolls, I take it. This is too many times this is happening. Take 1, I think, so. It could have been worse for me. It looks like our hunts hold the roll. 3 hits. I think that kills wedge. We always try to knock each other's ships over when we kill one. But that other one's got a shot. I only have 4 hit points left. I do get, this is range 3 through that new cloud. So I get an evade. I got my focus, get my rerolls. You're not going to need a lot, I mean, obviously. So evaded that one. So we're into the next round, where we probably have 15 minutes left in the match. Closer game than I'd like. Right now, that's a fully healthy X-Wing. I don't think he's winning. I'm trying to think. So 56 points is half of my Han build. And then, I think Luke was 81. So he has 137 points killed on me. Those T65s with the shield upgrades, I think, are 47. And so, 80, 92 plus 58. So 140 something. 140, 150 something. So I'm winning barely. So So he has to kill me. I don't have to kill him, so I have to be careful about that. So, there's plenty of time left in the game for him to do that. Because right now I'm winning by 15-ish points, and there's no way. So I'm doing my shield shenanigans. Got a shield back. That's gonna be tough for him to get through. On solo roll. Spinning focuses, trying to kill that ship. He's not modded, so this is my opportunity to get him. I purposely kept putting attack, like he would he wanted, like earlier, he wanted to roll attack dice against me, and I would sneak in like the defense dice, and so I gave him attack dice there too. One defense. So he takes a 1-2 shield. So those are the first 2 shields he's lost. I still don't have half on him, unfortunately. He's going to shoot back at me. Lost my shield. Gonna get it back. Does it try not to... I rolled a hit. Console that into another hit. So I got to flip up one. I think it's the one where when I take an action, I got to roll. If it's a hit or crit, I got to take a stress, and then I just Han Solo it and don't take the stress. It's a really, really good ability. Still, though, not in the best shape, considering he still has 5 hit points. And all I have to do is start whiffing, and it's over, so... I could have just disengaged. I wasn't 100% sure where the points were at the time, but I knew it was close and I didn't want to risk it, so I just thought the best thing I could do here is just try to win. See, I rolled a crit, so I just rolled that into a focus, so no stress for me. Three hits again. He's going to get 3 dice. He's going to spend his focus and take 1, I think. Maybe none. It might have been 1. He might be in the hole now, but... So he rolled 1 hit and I rolled 1 evade. Used my gunner to turn my arcs. I'm going to 2-turn down here. I want to stay around debris, obviously. This is the last round. Don't remember the exact outcome. He's in 2-bank down here, so I think he has 3 or 4 hit points. I have 4 and a shield. Target lock me. Anyways, this is going to be the last round. I'm going to barely win this one. It was kind of a cool match to watch. I'm not a bad player. I've playing a long time. Charlie's a young player. He has a interesting list. One he's been playing since 2.0 started. Very simplistic, very, kind of whatever. But he's been doing well with it. And every time I play him, it is a tough uphill slog. Granted, I made mistakes, but you're going to make them. And he flew the way he should have. And that's just 1 straight and K turns, turn in, keep your on target and see what happens. Even though I got ahead of him early, he stayed in it, he stayed on it, and he was in it to the very end. So it's a very competitive game. So hit crit onto him. Don't remember what the crit is. Oh, extra crit. He's not dead. Don't remember what they are, but he's going to shoot back. Oh, console fire. That's right. And he didn't roll a hit. I think it says roll. So when he engaged, he's got to roll a hit, and he didn't roll it. So 3 hits. See what I think I might have taken. He's messing around with my stuff, but I think I might have taken all of those. I hit in one, so maybe 3 hit points left. Anyways, really, really close game. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Another, again, Hyperspace League match. Just trying to give some people some videos and things to look at in preparation for the Hyperspace trials. I'll have this posted soon. Hope you enjoyed the match. Bye.